Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce someone that I completely despise, and I hope you find him as annoying as I do every day. So, without further ado, here he is, that big moron, Brittles. Take it, buddy. Oh my God, this is gonna be horrible.
It's Sunday again. Yay. I'm so happy that the weekend is over. Almost didn't have a show tonight. Almost didn't have a show. Why didn't we have a show? Because we had a horrible catastrophe. Catastrophe. Anybody out there own dogs, animals, little furry things that run around? They like your heels? Yeah, we do. We have one dog. We're down to one dog. We used to have a bunch of dogs, 3, 4, 5. They go in and out. But we got down to Chihuahua. We got down to one Chihuahua. Chihuahua had a little bit of a problem tonight. A little bit of an issue. So I was downstairs and I'm setting up the stage, getting everything ready to go. That's weird. I smell something weird. A little odd. I walk over here. I smell. You know what? It's one of these little carpet things I have for all the stupid photo shoot stuff we do. I was like, must be one of those things. Go upstairs, laying down. Christine, come back downstairs, get everything. I'm like, oh my goodness, there's a poop on the floor. That's weird. It's got a poop. It's got a little print in it, like my shoe. Oh shit! There's shit everywhere. I had walked in this shit. Left it over there, left it over there, left it over there. I'm like, Christine, we got 15 minutes to go. You got to get down here right now. What's the problem, Brittle? I was like, there's shit everywhere. Shit is everywhere. How is that possible? You leave the door into the basement, the dog walks down here. She's like, oh, the second bathroom is so fantastic. The Chateau has a second bathroom downstairs. I use it often. It's fucking fantastic. It's huge. I poop everywhere. So then she decided to poop in the goddamn basement right before the show, which was fantastic. So Christine's down here scrubbing the fucking floor, and she's doing all this shit. And what do we got to show for this? What do we have to show for this, Christine? A shit bag. So whenever you hear the term shit bag, this is what a fucking shit bag is. Literally. So that was Christine's early evening here. She got to do a little bit of shit bagging on the floor.
Shit bag, that's me. I'm the shit bag cleaner.
You shit bagging?
I'm shit bagging.
You're the shit bagger.
Yeah, I'm totally shit bagging.
How are your hands? How your hands smell?
Oh, I washed them.
Okay, very, very good.
I'm good.
So we're okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so that was almost, the show didn't happen this evening because of a 5-pound fucking Chihuahua. That's why we almost didn't go on live tonight, because it was a 5-pound Chihuahua. It was like, oh wow, that's the ceiling they got in this house. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go upstairs now and stick my face in Christine's. Stick my ass in Christine's face. And Christine, of course, slipped out. It's like, oh, that's a piece of wood. Luckily, I didn't get down here. Didn't get that into it. So the dog wiggles its butt into Christine's face, and she's like, oh, you've got a little dingleberry. This is before the whole catastrophe happened. She's in there, and she shaved the butt all down, and we're all laying in the bed, and yeah. And that's when all that happened. So that was the pre-show festivities this evening. So fantastic. I loved it. I know you would have too if you were here. You would be like, look at those two idiots running around like morons, picking up shit right before they go live on the internet, like every other moron in the world. Morons in the world. You know, people that know me, people know that I'm one of those good boys. I've never done any drugs, never even drank alcohol. I'm a little angel. I don't do any of that stuff. Just never got into it. I am a weirdo. Are you live or am I live? Me? I guess I'm still live. So I've never done any of those things, except for one time. And it wasn't actually me doing drugs. It was me getting a tooth pulled. I had to get a wisdom tooth yanked out. So they dropped me into that like deep sleep stuff. They slip you into. You know what's going on. You wake up. You're like, whoa, hello, and suddenly everything is double vision, and you're slurring your speech. You know what the fuck is going on. You're just one fucking happy individual. I had that done to me. Woke up and I was like, oh my God, wow. I'm like, is it normal to see double vision when you get this stuff done? Yeah, and the nurse is like, yes, it's fine. So it's over to Christine. She's like, good luck with him tonight. You'll have a fun ball. You just have fun with Britty over there. So she takes me home, and I'm home, and I'm just like, this is what it must be like to be stoned out of your fucking mind, because the things that were popping into my head, bing, 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 were just flying right out of my fucking. What are you looking at over there? Are you stoned? Are you stoned? So the things that are popping into my mind, bing, 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 are going right out my mouth. There's no filter system. There's nothing going on. So, but I'm a really apparently, if I was fucked up, when I was fucked up this time, I'm a really mellow, lovable kind of person. Like, I was walking over to like pictures of me as dressed up in Matrix shit, and I'm like, wow, that's cool. Christine's videoing me of doing all this crazy shit. And then I'm texting. Never text when you're fucked up. Because I was telling all my fucking buddies, all my the guy friends I have, I was like, I love you, man. Like, this is awesome, man. Like, I love you, man. And like, I was just letting it fly. I was just I was like happy brittle sauce. It was like, wee, all over the fucking place. So that was my little tiny touch of knowing what it's like to be like fucked up. It was an interesting experience, but not something that I want to repeat all the time like some people do. Some people, like, they like to get fucked up. I don't really have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with drugs and alcohol and all that shit. Just as long as you're not an asshole, right? As long as you're not an asshole. That's one of the things I've learned about being a teetotaler all my life. I've never done any of this stuff, but I've always been around people drinking, doing drugs, getting fucked up, parties, the whole fucking nine. I've always been the straight guy. I've always been the person with the glasses on. And I'm like, oh wow, look at that. That's interesting. Ooh, that guy's weird. What the fuck's going on up here? And I've learned that basically it all boils down when people do shit like that in the two groups. You have the people that turn into fucking assholes when they fucking drink or do drugs. And then you have the people that are just funny, goofy, happy, loving. Just, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But I love you, man, when they're fucked up. That's the two camps. That's it. You can either you only keep going in one direction or you go in the other direction. I was at a party one time with a good friend of mine. I'll mention his name, actually. Steve Wozbeski. Hosts one of the greatest BMX contest series on the East Coast or any coast. And I'm hanging out at the party. It was the after party. The contest was over. I was just chilling. I'm just walking around being the straight me that I am. This dude just walks up to me. Just walks up to me and just gets right in front of my face like this. Like, I'm not actually more like this because he was a short dude. And I was like, and he just screams in my face, like screams, like loud. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this guy? Like, he was like, fuck you. He doesn't even know me. He doesn't say anything to us. Fuck you. He's obviously fucked up out of his mind. Looked at him. I was like, all right. I just, walked on down the street. Now I wasn't fucked up because I knew like, this guy's fucked up. So I'm always saying, I don't give a shit what he said. He's a stone. He's not knowing what's going on, drunk, whatever. But I'm thinking, like, if I was a fucked up moron and I was stoned, and he was a fucked up moron and he was stoned, that our party would have ended with a massive fucking fist fight because somebody walked up to me and said, fuck you. And I would be like, fuck you too, man. Like, this fucked up. Fuck you. It's like two pit bulls going at each other. So that's what I see. I see people. If they're drinking or doing drugs, they either fall into one of two camps. They're either cool or they're not fucking cool. They're either assholes or they're not assholes. I'd go over to Steve's house all the time. Back in the day, I used to live up North Jersey, or actually North Central, because I'm from, of course, South Central New Jersey. And I'd go there. I'd get there, and there'd be a couple of guys hanging out, riding shit. Like, hey guys, what's going on? They'd be out there for like 5, maybe 10 minutes. And they'd be like, Steve home? I was like, yeah, I think Steve's up. They've gone. I'm like, where the fuck these guys go? They'd be up there having a good time with Steve-O. Wrecked. But I have no problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that shit as long as you're not being an asshole. Don't be an asshole. So, unfortunately, though, a lot of people that drink, they do turn into fucking total douches. Douches. Yeah. Nobody likes a douchebag. Nobody does. So, Last year, Chrissy and I are doing what we do. We live down at the shore, the beautiful shore, which is beautiful for most of the year. But then you have that influx of people that come down here, and you're like, oh my God, why do I live down here? And we were over at a little bar down the street, down near Point Pleasant. Excuse me while I suck down some coconut juice. And we're just sitting there. We pull into the bar. And at the end of the bar, you know how bars are usually long this way. You have your ends, both your ends. So we sat down near one end, not on the end, but near one end. And there's like 3 or 4. I'm gonna call them. Let's see, what do we call those guys? Frat boys. You know how you had Animal House and you had like the fucking cool, funny, goofy fuckers. Then you had like Delta House douchebags. These were the double, triple D's, the Delta House douchebags. They were hanging out at the end of the table. So I sit down. I have my longer hair back then. I'm chilling. And drunken frat boy, looks at me. He goes, "Hey man, hey dude, you look like a dude who might know answer this question, dude. Like, hey, do you know where to buy some weed?" Like, no, I'm not going to buy weed, dude. I don't do that stuff. Okay, no, man, I just like fun time, man. It's fun knowing how to do it. And his other drunken fool is fucking all like, "Oh, dude, chill out, man. Don't ask people about if they got weed." So now we sat there. We had these three funky, drunken frat boys at the end of the table. We're listening to them talk, and they're going on about this and that and the stupidest shit. They're future leaders of America. Future leaders of America. We're sitting there because this is near Bayhead. You know what Bayhead is? Money. So this was a big topic of their conversation too, is money. I'm like, these guys, holy shit, they blow most of their money on hookers and fucking blow later on, but whatever. So they're down at the end of the table, and every single person that walked into the bar, every one of them, "Hey, bro, do you know where to buy some weed around here?" Don't keep asking people where to buy weed. "Do you know where to buy some weed around here? Do you know where to buy some weed around here?" So, and everybody's like looking at him like, "No, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?" And this dude, he's just like an obnoxious, just jerk off. Somebody should have said, "Do you know where to buy some weed around here?" And somebody should have rolled up on him and said, "Yeah, I know where to buy some fucking weed, dude. Follow me." Taking him out, taking him over to the back, and beat the living shit out of him and said, "That's your fucking weed. That's your contact high. You got a contact high from my fists." But no, everybody was being cool. So now we're sitting there, we're chilling out, And then finally, two couples walk in, they sit down, they're chilling, totally chill. And Dumbo the frat boy, he decides he's going to ask this couple, "You know where I could buy some weed around here?" So he looks up at him. "What'd you ask me?" "You know where to buy some weed? No offense, man." Yeah, dude looks dead. This guy was not drinking or anything yet. He said, "That's a good question to ask if you want to get fucking arrested." So fucking frat boys, okay. So then we're sitting there. We're like, this is the most interesting. Like, we've never really seen the drunken frat boy in its native habitat, a local bar where it's just hanging out and being a douchebag. So we're curious about this phenomenon. This is like, I wonder what dumb question or dumb thing he'll do next. So we're sitting there, and he's going on about some fucking moron. But anyway. I don't remember exactly what did you ask him, Christine, that turned into a little bit of a tete-a-tete. It was some mild. Oh, I remember. This. Here we go. This is the asshole one drug. So most people sitting here going, "What's the big deal, man?" He's asking people that smoking weed. It's pretty funny. It was pretty fucking funny. But you know when you look at somebody and you're sitting there and you're like, the wrong thing said to this motherfucker is gonna turn him into the biggest fucking asshole on the planet. And yes, yep. Yes, little boy there had a tin fucking can ego. Yeah, see one of those little egos that if you go, bink, it's like, "You offended me. I'm gonna kick your fucking ass." So say Christine's sitting there, and he's pretty funny. He's pretty fucking, not as funny as me, but he's pretty fucking funny. So Christine giggles a little bit when he says something. And then boom, there it is. There's the douchebag. There it is. Here comes the asshole. Are you laughing at me? Don't laugh at me. Just like that. Just like suddenly, like he was ready to jump over the bar and kick Christine's ass. I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm ready. I'm like, all right, here we go. We're gonna have a bar. Like, I'm gonna be my first bar fight. This is gonna be fantastic with a drunken fucking asshole frat boy from fucking who the fuck knows who thinks he's gonna be a tough fucking multi-billionaire CEO later on. I'm sure you get the prerequisites. You're drunken. You're an asshole, and all you care about is fucking money. So yeah, you got it all down, dude. You got the shit going on. So he's all fucking like, "You laughing at me?" It's like, "No, dude, I'm just laughing with you. You think it's funny?" And I look at him like, "Where are you from? Where are you from? I want to know where the fuck this jerk off is from." Trying to defuse the situation before this fucking asshole gets his fucking head pounded in, or I get my head pounded in. Who the fuck knows? You never know these things. I could die. But anyhow, so frat boy, because now his brain is like, he doesn't know what the fuck is going on. So it's switching on and off from like, I'm going to beat somebody up to like, what? So he turns around. "I'm from Montana." I'm like, "We're in fucking Montana." Like, I don't even know where the fuck it is. I'm like, "Oh, okay." He did. He looked like the preppy little douche. And I'm like, wow. Yes. 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 He was 100%, the yuppie douchebag. The yuppie douchebag, drunk. So that that right there, that is what I'm talking about. It's like you have the person go right to assholeville. So no, we didn't get into a fist fight. No, it didn't turn into a great big thing. No, I'm not because I wasn't drunk. See, here's where this is where it's good because since I wasn't drunk, Christine was a little tipsy. She was having fun. I wasn't drunk. I didn't jump down this dude's throat. See, a drunk man against another drunk man, you say something like that, and it's like the lights are on, the fire's lit. Let's go. Let's rumble. That's what would have happened. Rumble! I think we're gonna get sued because of that. Because that guy has the yes. Can't say that. Let's get ready to ragdoll. Let's get ready to Ragnarok. So this yes, he's all right with Ragnarok. And it's okay. The All Father. So I asked him where he's from. He's from Montana. He's going on about it. But you're right. He looked like he was from Bay. He looked like he was one of those little douchey, fucking preppy little fuckers. And I'm like, you people, it doesn't matter where you're from, right? It matters what's up here and what's in here. And this dude was from Assholeville. Yes, the bartender was like, "You're cut off. You're fucking cut off. You're cut off." I need you to do this when you're on. Is the camera on you? Oh, I'll set the cameras on you. I think it'd be nice if they could hear my voice but see you because you're much better looking than I am. But that's okay. So we sat there for a while and we drank and we ate and eventually I believe the frat boys eventually did wander off into oblivion. They didn't stay there the whole time. Yes. When they got to that guy, that's when things started. Like they started coming out from the back, and you're like, "You guys are cut off. You're done. Like you're finished for drinking." So that's what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about you have the assholes, and you have the cool people. On the other side of the coin, you have people that get chilly and cool, and this fucking fantastic. I've been at like the Steve Zbesky's Jump for Joy. I'm gonna mention Steve because Steve's a good example of a dude who, when he gets stoned, a little messed up. He is the most loving, happy, fun fucking person you can be around. Like I've seen, I'm like, we went to Steve's 50th birthday party. This guy had a fucking rocking party, man. Steve, you're watching this, or you're gonna watch it. Yeah, hell yeah, we had a good time. Everybody was there, fucking fun people. Steve was wrecked. Steve was 50. I'm getting wrecked. He was there with his girlfriend. I'll tell you what, I would have made love to that man, and I am a completely straight dude at that point. This guy, I was like, this guy is the most loving. Like he's stoned. He is just like smooth, like butter. It's butter, Steve. Loving it. That's the way people should be. It's too bad if every person that got stoned or drunk just didn't become like happy, lovey person. You have to get those assholes too. But then we also we have some neighbors behind us that we have the dichotomy. We have the dichotomy there. We have the dichotomy. We have the one who gets drunk and turns into an asshole and yells and screams. He screams at his mother and the whole fucking night. Horrible. But then there's the mom. The mom gets messed up. Now Christine went there one night because his mom had a couple of stray cats. Right? Mom had a couple of stray cats, and she wanted to make sure nothing happens to the cats. Yes, she wanted to take a cat. She wanted a kitten. She wanted her to take a kitten because she had some kittens and they're in the neighborhood and everything. So Christine goes over there. Christine walks in. She's like, "Hello, I'm here to see about the kitten." She walks in the door. It's like, "Oh, hi, hello, how you doing?" And Christine's first thought is like, "Wow, she's wrecked. She is boned out of her fucking mind." She's like, "Wee!" So she's sitting there. Christine is sitting there, and she's telling me the story. It's really funny because she's sitting there, and she's listening to this woman talk, and she's talking about the cats, and she doesn't know if they've been, spayed or neutered, and she doesn't know if they have anything, and she doesn't know what to do. Blah blah blah. There's like one of the kittens, everybody wants somebody to take care of. And this woman's talking. She's doing the ba 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 ba. And Christine's telling me, Brett, I'm sure she was saying something to me, but all I could do is stare at her and think, what is she on? Because she is just stoned out of her fucking mind. And that's the only thing that I could think about, Brett. I could only think, what is this woman on? And she's talking about the kittens and making sure somebody's going to take care of her. It's a beautiful thing. She cares about this animal. But all I'm thinking is, she is completely wrecked. And what is she on? Because it must be some amazing shit because she is just and I'm watching her, I'm looking at her, I'm staring at her. And then I notice it because what when people are really messed up, what happens to them? their eyeballs, the pupils of their irises are like, whoosh, boing, big black friggin' moons that you just whoosh into. So I'm looking at this woman, and her eyeballs are so fucking huge. It's like you could jump into them bitches. It's like they're pools of black liquid, and I'm just. So now I'm there. She's entranced. Christina's entranced by the eyeballs. She's entranced by the babbling. Her brain's talking. She's got her mind on everything, like getting high related, except for cats. Absolutely, her mind's not on cats at all. It's like doesn't even think about the cats. And then she's sitting there, and she's looking at this woman, and she says, "This woman's so fucked up. Her pupils are so friggin' big, man, that I am getting a contact high off her friggin' pupils." I'm sitting there going, "Oh my god!" Like, wow. It's like if I locked eyes with her, it would have been like the most radical fucking LSD trip ever, just from looking at somebody's eyes. It was that fucked up. I was like, "God damn, Christine." She decided against taking the kitten because I think she forgot about it. But it's that kind of stuff. There's a good example of somebody who she was completely wrecked out of her mind, still trying to lead a normal life, trying to give away a kitten. But people do drugs and they drink and they want to escape the realities of life because the realities of life suck. The realities of life suck. We have to go to work. Most of us have to go to work unless we're multi-billionaires. And at that point, when you're a multi-billionaire, see, let's talk about that. Like if you're a celebrity, and you do drugs or you get high, or you get caught doing this or anything, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. They exist on a different plane than the rest of us. So one of us gets pulled over for drunken driving, you are fucked hard. One of them gets pulled over for drunken driving, and it's suddenly a big tabloid deal. It's a big thing. It's like, oh my goodness, and then we're all saying, oh my god, I can't believe I got pulled over for drinking driving. But they don't care because you got all that money. You got people. I got pulled over for drunken driving. She got pulled. Christine never got pulled over. Oh yes, you did.
Oh, I did.
We'll get back to that story.
I did. But it wasn't me driving, but I was really drunk. But I was not driving.
Yeah. A regular person getting pulled over for drinking and driving, and somebody like Christine getting pulled over for drinking and driving. So I forget which celebrity it was, but they get pulled over for drinking and driving, and they just, I mean, let's say a celebrity gets pulled over for drinking and driving, a billionaire gets pulled over for drinking. It doesn't matter to them. Why? Because they lose their license. That means they can't drive their expensive sports car by themselves again. They have to get chauffeured around. They have chauffeurs. They have more people for that. I have people for that. I think the best example and the most logical fucking person when it came to being like a celebrity and doing drugs and all that shit was Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. had that shit on lockdown. I remember, and when his career faded away in the 80s after he was one of the heartthrobs of the 80s, from all those 80s movies. I'll remember them. We were all Generation Xers. And he got yanked a couple of times for doing shit, man. And he finally was in front of one of the judges, and the judge is throwing the fucking book at him. And Robert Downey Jr. at this point must have had some kind of money left over from all the movies he made. He's intelligent guy, put some money away, but he liked to do his shit. He looks at the judge, and he's just like, "It doesn't matter what you say or what kind of punishment you give me until I decide I'm not gonna do this shit. I'm gonna keep right on fucking doing it." And eventually, Iron Man. Eventually, Tony Stark. Eventually, Robert Downey Jr. went on to become that great big guy who's now in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and he's actually a very cleaned up, rational human being. Love the place. But that's the thing, though. He got that choice. He got that choice to look at a judge and say, "Fuck you. I'll figure this out on my own when I fucking feel like it." Anybody else, they said, "Fuck you to a judge." Clink, blank, you're in the jail. You're done. Like for a long time. You get out of jail, you're unemployable because you've been in jail. Oh, I see you've done drugs. Well, that's no good. That's what normal people life. Normal people life is different than celebrity life. People love it when celebrities turn into assholes for a while. Like Britney Spears shaved her head. She's all fucked up. She's in rehab. She's out of rehab. Oh my god, that's so amazing. No, it's not. It's not. It's fucking bullshit, man. I don't want to fucking deal with that bullshit. I want to hear about celebrities. So anyhow, let's talk about Christine, because Christine's a celebrity in her own right. Christine used to be she is the dutiful girlfriend, the doting girlfriend. She's the loving woman who in my life. But she was also has dealt with a lot of drunken assholes in her life. Yeah, there's a lot of drunken assholes in Christine's life. So one time she was out with somebody, and they I believe what was it? They were driving down the road, and the other person was drunk, right? They were drinking and driving. The person driving was drunk. Yes, the person was driving. So she was a passenger. Also, you were also. Were you drinking? You. Yes, you were loaded. You were loaded. But she was the passenger. Passenger again. Yes. So you were the passenger in the car, and the cop pulls the driver over. You were parked. You were parked. Shut the car off. Shut the car off.
Driver's side door, he arrested both of us for drunken driving.
But you can't. That's impossible. Doesn't make
I
sense.
know,
Is the cop drinking as well? Who knows here? I don't
The
understand.
judge said that too. The
Was
judge
the cop
is like, the judge is like, two people are not driving.
It's
this
just not
car at
possible.
this
Like
point.
one person had their fucking foot on the wheel and the other person was
Yeah.
steering.
Yeah. And they quoted that we were doing a Chinese fire drill, which was not what was going on. There was also a third person in the car too, who was in the back seat.
It was a three-way.
Yeah. Poor.
So you got pulled over.
Yes.
You weren't driving. You didn't get pulled over. The other person got pulled. Oh, you didn't get pulled over. You didn't get pulled over. You were parked on the side of the road. You were parked. You were driving down the road. Christine, I am way too fucked up to keep driving. We're going to die. You pull over to the side of the road. So you walk out. You go, all right, hold on. The car was shut off. It holds like a 9. So you go around. You're like, you're gonna get the keys. You're gonna give them to. What we gotta do with the keys? I don't understand. You're gonna walk home and leave the car there without the keys in it. You're down by the house. You're a mile from your home. You're gonna walk home, leave the car there, go back and get it. But then the police 5-0 roll up. Police pull up, and of course everybody's drunk. Everybody's fucking wrecked. Everybody's wrecked. Everybody's wrecking that car. So he's just like, I'm getting somebody for drinking and driving. So somebody in the car. So he had it in his mind. Somebody in his fucking car was drinking and driving. Okay, so he wanted to get somebody for drinking and driving, but he didn't know who. So he needed to nab somebody who at that point was sitting in the driver's seat. No one. No one. So you both got arrested. They took you down. You stayed overnight. You didn't stay overnight. Did you stay overnight in the clink? Oh, quite a long time. Was the clink. So you got the whole 9, and not for a fun time. So then you had to get a lawyer so that they could do the whole thing, and the lawyer had to. Yep. You both had to get lawyers, and he was saying that you were driving, right? And he wasn't a lie there. He was being an asshole. Or he could have been an asshole, but he wasn't an asshole. He didn't go down that road. He took it like a man. Good man. So that the moral of the story is we were going back and forth about this and that and this. This could have been the onset of completely fucking ruining Christine's life. Because she wasn't drinking and driving, but she was near somebody who was drinking and driving. She went around the side of the car, just cop decides to nab her. They could, if the guy decided to say, oh yeah, she was drinking and driving, they would decide to go after her, took her, lose her license for, how long did you lose your license first time? 3 months or something like that? Our little friend there had that problem. And a huge fine, points on your license, the whole fucking 9 gets jammed up your ass, which deservedly so. Yeah, which deservedly so, because you shouldn't be doing that shit. So in other countries, let's leave America for a moment. Let's get on the brittle flight. Go in other countries now. In other countries, they do this little thing. The fines for crimes are different there. It's different. If you're somebody like us or Christine or anybody who makes normal salaries and stuff, you have a set fine. Right? You're drinking and driving. But the fines are based upon your ability to fucking pay. throws a little curveball into shit, don't it? So now, Christine gets pulled over. It's a consummate fine. It says it's a slap on the wrist. It says slap on the ass, a little pop in the face. Don't fucking do that again. This could fuck you up. But in America, I'm saying you could fuck yourself up. And you learn your lesson and you grow a little bit. And you say, next time I'm gonna get fucking blasted out of my mom, I'm not gonna get near a fucking car. I'm gonna stay in the bar, call Lyft, an Uber, a taxi, whatever the fuck I can, crawl home down the street. That's what I'm gonna fucking do. But to the uber rich in America, fuck you. I'll do what the fuck I want. I'll just have a lawyer and they'll pay hush money or whatever, or do whatever they got to do. Now, in these other countries are implementing this. These are more of the Scandinavian countries. You know, the places that have the healthcare that's socialized and the fucking education. Everybody get education. You know, those horrible things that everybody hates here in America. In those countries, if you're a multimillionaire or a billionaire or anything like that, the fine goes up according to your ability to pay. So let's say your income is $1.5 million a year. Well, that little drinking and driving thing that would cost somebody like $3,000 in fines for the year. Well, that costs you $450,000 for drinking and driving, because you know why? Because that is what you can pay. You can pay a lot more than a normal person. So now that like fucking joke, man, I'll drink and drive all I fucking want, becomes well, maybe I won't do this again, because it takes a big hit out of your pocket. That's really that's the lesson here. Is that you have to equalize shit, man. You can't have like somebody saying it doesn't matter because it's not going to affect me, because it's not going to really cost me that much according to what I have. So that's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting what other countries do. But that's our lesson for the night, man. That's our thing here. Let's leave it with that. We're gonna say like alcohol, drugs, all that shit. Now they're worried about they're thinking about legalizing weed. Part of America is like, can't do that. It's gonna be hard. The little cheap Keebler elf there doesn't want to do it because pot is a gateway drug. If so, I know a shitload of people that should be on fucking LSD and opium right now, but they're not. So fuck you, Keebler elf. Anyway, alcohol stuff. I'm gonna leave it up to you people, because I don't do this. I don't do any of this stuff. People that are cool, that when they get drunk, make sure that you police the assholes. Please police the assholes. Keep them under wraps. Put them down. Shut them up. All right. So as you head back into the work week and you stare down to Friday, you're like, I can't wait till it's fucking Friday, man, so I can get fucked up and have a good fucking time. Remember, on the weekend, ask yourself, hey, buddy, do me a favor. Next time I get fucked up, could you just videotape 5 minutes of me so I can figure out whether or not I'm cool when I'm fucked up? Yeah, I'm happy. Or I'm an asshole. Fucked everybody, man. I'm going to go fucking ask some stupid questions about get my ass beat in. That's what I want you to do next weekend. Videotape yourself while you're fucked up. Because I tell you what, it'll probably be a lot funnier than the routine I just did. I'll see you next week, people. I'm Brett Brittles, Middaugh, and that's Drizzy Blake.
Bye.
Cut. That's horrible. That's horrible. Get off the stage. Does anybody have one of those big long hooks they used to yank people off the stage with? Can we get that here, please? Can we get just turn the camera off? Good night, folks.